Hello, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are, all around the globe. It's good to have you here in the virtual book launch event for the Singe-Handed Unicorn. Oh, this was a really wild ride last week. And good morning, good afternoon. And it's not over by now. First, I launched the book some ten days ago, and then an article on Forbes came out, was published by the very good AI expert Michael Ashley, and this kicked it off everything. This is the article, The Future is Solo. AI is creating $1 billion one-person companies, and this is all about the book and the background of the book, and then everything started. In a couple of days, the Singe-Handed Unicorn reached top number one in the Amazon startups and starting a business category, and also reached number 5 in entrepreneurship. And then, as we made a big mistake while editing the book, and a very a very smart reader just said it to us via a review that there was a whole chapter missing in the book, and that was an editing issue, no AI involved there. And we solved this issue, published it again, and now you receive online a fresh new edition, a second edition of this book. And let's see where the numbers are heading this week. So it's good to have you here. I'm more than happy. More than happy to have you aboard. And I would like just to start why. Simon Sinek, we start with why, and we will start with the why I wrote this book. I'm 52 years old now, and my journey into AI began just 35 years ago when I was a very nerdish young boy. Here you can see me at the age of 14, I think, and I had my first computer. It was Commodore 64, and I programmed it with something like an AI-based chatbot, a very rudimentary version of it, but I got fire for the topic of AI, and ever since it hasn't left me. And I'm really into it, and I'm more than happy right now seeing this hype happening out there. So I started my journey in AI. Right now, where it took me is publishing this book, and I'm traveling around the globe, holding keynotes and workshops and writing about the topic of AI in business. I've been in that topic and as a freelance expert for the last 20 years. I talked at TechFest Bombay in India and AI Zurich in Switzerland. I've worked for companies like Siemens, Avaya, Avato, and so on, and so much more, from startups to Fortune 500 companies. ChatGPT named me lately as the go-to expert when it comes to AI in sales. And then I read this article in Forbes last June about starting a solo business. I am a solopreneur on my own for the last 15 years, and Atiken Tank just draw an idea, and he talked about this bet from Sam Altman with a couple of friends of him on how fast will we see a rise companies driven by solo entrepreneurs and reaching the unicorn goal, reaching the valuation of $1 billion. And then I got thinking, what would it take to accomplish this task? And I learned from Robert Kiyosaki to question, how can I? Not to stay desperate about I'm not able to, I'm lacking these resources, and I'm not smart enough to do so, but just asking the question, how can I start a unicorn single-handedly? And so I started writing this book. I started writing And while I was writing, I was researching what does it really take to build such a company on my own. And I know, and I can hear it through the air, that you have a ton of questions around it. Tim, do you think it is really possible to build a billion-dollar company on your own? What's the business model needed for this? And what should my mindset be to accomplish this? And don't worry, we will cover all your questions in this live, but be patient, please. So, why is it happening right now? Why is it even became possible to think about this question some years ago? And I would rather say just 1 year ago, it had been a really ridiculous idea of building a billion-dollar company on one's own. So we are living in the exponential era, and this is the background all that is happening, all we see right now. If you open up your news feed every day, every instance, you see new AI news, new inventions, new methods, new breakthroughs. You see AI in the Nobel Prizes, you see AI all around us, and it's getting so fast, and it's getting faster and faster each and every day. Let us have a closer look why this is happening right now. I once studied linguistics and literature, and I learned this in university. Until the Middle Ages, humanity was only able to hand over information to the next generation or to other people in a handwritten form. So in a monastery, monks were writing manuscripts, and they were copying manuscripts at an average speed of 20 pages per day. That was the speed with which information was handed over to other persons. And then in 1438, some 600 years ago, Johannes Gutenberg invented the letterpress. And from one day to another, it was able for us as humanity to copy 3,600 pages per day, or roughly 20 books each and every day. You don't have to take out your calculator right now. I've done this math for you, and it's 180 times faster than before. And this started this wild journey we can see right now. At the beginning, it was quite slow, with the invention of the telephone in 1878, with the television set in 1926, and then the internet in 1969, and then things got faster. Here, the last days of 2014, 11 years ago, and right now, while we're talking here, while you're watching this live or on YouTube, maybe later, we see a linear going straight up. And new inventions are made each and every second. It is getting faster and faster each and every day. And there's no sign right now this will slow down anytime soon. So AI is also one of these general purpose technologies, as we've seen as the invention of the letterpress. Andrew Ng, the famous AI scientist, said AI is the new electricity, so a general purpose technology. But the problem here is, okay, yes, all right, Andrew, I definitely agree. AI is the new electricity. It is within everything and all around us, but this guy here is still not invented. We don't have the light bulb yet. Maybe we are close, but still we haven't invented yet. Maybe agents we see arising right now are the light bulb and the general purpose of this AI electricity. We live in the just starting in the age of agents. It is dawning right now all around us. And agents, of course, will play a very important role in what is next to come in this life. Okay, so the book, the Singe-Handed Unicorn, is covering 3 pillars for your success. First of all, okay, it's the mindset. And with mindset, I mean, it is depending on your mindset. I don't think mindset is everything. I think mindset is a huge portion of your success. And without the mindset, you won't have success, but you will need two more pillars, and we will see in a minute which these pillars are. But first, the mindset. Okay, we're talking about single-handed unicorns, and this, of course, sounds really solitarian and a little bit sad, as we see in this image, maybe a little bit sad, solitarian, without fellow team members, and so on. But this is not a way a $1 billion company is created. Not at all. You will need the advice and you will need the back of your fellow entrepreneurs. You will have a red of very strong freelancers around you, a network of freelancers around you, and you will have to constantly discuss ideas and see what is working, discuss what is not working, and getting, of course, getting feedback from your clients, as I did with that review that broke my numbers. And all of us, we are just growing, having this feedback. So being solo in your room and just working for your own won't bring you the huge success. So the next second point in mindset is really, really important. This is the basis of all, I think. And you don't need perfection. You don't need a perfect product. Like I did when publishing my book, I knew there was a mistake, but I wanted to bring it to the market fast. And I think speed is everything you need. And there's a famous, really famous quote from Reid Hoffman, one of the founders of LinkedIn. And he said, "You aren't embarrassed. If you aren't embarrassed by the first version of your product, you shipped too late." This, of course, was valid for startups ever since. But now, as we see the dawn of the age of agents and of single-handed unicorns, this is more true than ever. And I would rather say that we don't need an MVP, a minimum viable product. We need a most minimum viable product. So the most minimum value you can bring to your customers to test very, very fast ideas in your business model to get feedback, you will need to be successful and to start your very huge company. And by the way, while we're here in the mindset and the mindset pillar chapter of this live and of this book as well, if we're talking about a single-handed unicorn, this doesn't mean at all that you will be successful and you will have your $1 billion company by tomorrow. This isn't at all a very fast process. And maybe you need 10 years or even more, but I'm really sure that you will be able with this kind of mindset and the next two pillars we will see right now, you will have success. So let us come to the next pillar, the second one. And this is the tool set. Yes, of course, you need a tool set around. And although we're talking about AI and automation, by no means this automatically happens. You need a very, very solid tool set. And you need a tool set, an AI tool set, to make your offer, to create and produce your product. And you need AI and automation for all the processes around, meaning for customer service, for inquiries, for accountants, for business development, for sales, for marketing, for product development. For each and every unit of your solo business, you will need tools. Here are one of my favorite tools to work with. Bubble is really, really great. This is called a wrapper, and this wraps your business model around some existing large language model. So yes, the good news is you don't have to invent and to build your own large language model, your AI, to work with. You can use just a tool like Bubble, and it's so easy. It's no code, low code, just to start, and you can build everything you're dreaming around AI with this tool. Okay, but now you have the tool and the product in place, but you still need all the other processes. You need to sell it. You need to do marketing. You need to have customer service at hand and so on. So what do I give you advice to use for? Relevance AI is a very solid tool to build agents. And with agents, you can handle nearly everything. The way they work is nearly all platforms the same. You have one managing agent. This is the brain, for so to say, for your agent team. The managing agent above all, and then down you have some sub agents, and you can give the sub agents the access to some tools and to databases. For instance, you can have a database with your client and client addresses and so on, and your invoices. And there's another sub agent. This has access to your email client like Gmail or Outlook or whatsoever you're using, or to WhatsApp, and you can handle incoming customer inquiries and customer messages automatically, and the management agent just supervises all the process um, and is responsible for that process to be successful. So Relevance AI is a very, very good platform to accomplish this task. You could use also AutoGen Studio by Microsoft, where it's nearly the same. For sales, you can work with a specialized platform. This is Ava from Artisan, and this is your agent sales representative. And Ava handles all outgoing and incoming messages for you on your behalf, and leading all customers to the final decision to close the deal or even not. Agentforce, this is dramatic. From Salesforce, they are handling all customer inquiries via phone or via WhatsApp or Messenger bots, and this works very well. And you can build your whole customer service based on this one tool. And so no worry, with a human team, you won't need it for the customer service. And of course, if you're not trusting these platforms, or if you are on a small budget, on a really small budget, you surely can build everything on your own. I've tried it out with make.com, a no-code, low-code platform like Zapier, for instance, and this works very well. What you see here is my personal AI assistant. I'm communicating via WhatsApp with it. I called it Sam. Sam handles all my personal inquiries. So when I want to make an appointment with a client, I just ask Sam to send out an email proposing one of my clients a certain date. So I can tell Sam, okay, I want to meet Oliver next week. Please look up a date that suits me next week in my calendar, and send the proposal with the date to Oliver on my behalf via email, and just answer Oliver when he answers, and book the appointment in my calendar. So Sam handles all the process on its own, and it's really, really great. I can also, if you look down here, below, you see the connection to WordPress and to Buffer. This also connects to my LinkedIn account. So if I'm on an airport, for instance, and I have a certain idea for LinkedIn posts, I can just ask Sam to send out a LinkedIn post about that idea on my behalf. So Sam just works out the post, makes some very good visual according to the post text, and posts it automatically on LinkedIn, totally on my behalf. So here you can build your own agent system to handle all your business processes on your behalf. No need to, you can have, of course, human in the loop, meaning you as the solopreneur in the loop, if you prefer. So before sending out an automated email, of course, you can put it on draft, and then after your approval, send it out. The same happens to LinkedIn posts or thread posts or Instagram posts or wherever you are present in the social media space. So, but there are certain tasks you can't give to an AI or to an agent, and meaning, for instance, to build a great visual or to edit your next book and so on. And I highly recommend searching for freelancers on Fiverr, and you will be able to hire worldwide really, really creative, really smart talent on a good budget worldwide. And I've made the best experience here on that platform. By the way, I've no affiliate with all the tools I mentioned right here. Maybe I should, but right now I haven't. So I just recommend what is working well for me and in my business that runs very well. And no, I've not reached. I've often asked if I've reached the $1 billion right now. No, I've not yet, but I'm on my way. And my personal goal, as I've a family and children I really love, I tend to reduce my workload to be present in my family. So I use all the tools I'm talking here to reduce workload, to have time to spend with my family. Okay, so Fiverr I can highly recommend. And if you're dreaming of your unicorn, your single-handed unicorn, just look for somebody on Fiverr for this. And now we come to the third model, the third pillar to build your unicorn upon. And this, of course, is the business model. In my book, I have some examples of really real life working business models. They are the foundations of all. In the older days, we had a lot of engineers and IT nerds and very clever and smart people, and they had ideas. And afterwards, they thought about where's the problem and who could get value out of my invention. Even Johannes Gutenberg with the letterpress did it that way. He first invented the letterpress and then thought about what to do with the letterpress. You might remember, as none of us has been present when he invented the letterpress, but you might remember that Johannes Gutenberg came from the winery industry. So he was a winemaker, and that letterpress was a press to make wine. And he thought about just using this press for other purposes. Okay, for book production. And then afterwards, he thought about what to do with it books. So everything developed afterwards. And that it was like the last 600 years. Engineers invented a new machine and then afterwards thought about how to market this new invention. And if you are thriving to build the unicorn company on your own, I highly recommend to do it the other way around. To first check out where's the problem you can solve. And the bigger the problem, the more people affected, the more businesses affected from that problem. And that might be just efficiencies in the old way we process data, for instance, or we do business, and there are a lot of efficiencies right now globally we could solve. And first you identify the problem, and in the book I go really in detail how to find that problem, how to identify the problem, and then how to find the AI solutions to solve that problem. And I'm sure with the tool set at hand we have right now, we could solve a lot of problems a lot better, and we even could solve problems that we haven't solutions yet. So you see in the book a lot more business models suitable for you to choose from to start your massive company. Here we will have a closer look to just three of them. First is the AI-powered software as a service products. We will see an example in a minute. Second, subscription models enhanced by AI, really, really good. And of course, AI-driven e-commerces. So the first example we have here from the real world is Stitch Fix, a platform that lets you buy your clothes to your style and is highly personalized. And they mix a little bit of AI with human stylists, but they use a lot of AI to give you your personal style, and that makes shopping a no-brainer. Stitch Fix, really successful. Lemonade, a huge insurance company, and they insure on the point based on AI. So they drive with AI the problems you have with your insurance, and this works much better than the old way without AI. And the last one here we will see is Quick Guide, a startup that uses AI to automate and to optimize processes in hospitals. So yes, of course, it's a B2B product, but there's a huge market outside for B2B products. So if you want to have a look at a working product with AI, use Quick Guide, and they are going to revolutionize the way physicists and all medical personnel in a hospital work together to to have more time for us as their patients. So there's a lot of problem in here. As I said, they have identified a huge problem and they're solving it using AI and doing it much better than all solutions before, and with a very, very small team there. So just three examples here. And before we end, I will just underline here, and I can't stress this enough. This is from a recent interview on Bloomberg with Bill McDermott, the CEO of ServiceNow. Of ServiceNow. And Bill McDermott stated here in that talk with Jason Wang also, it is a tsunami. AI will restructure each and every industry within the next 24 months. So just think about it. If everything is restructured right now, this is our huge opportunity to get a part of it. Yes, as I say in my newsletter, the future is uncertain, but that is for us as entrepreneurs actually a very good thing. So the cards are reshuffled, and using AI, the needed tools, and the right mindset, you can definitely participate in this reshuffling. And there we will end this book launch. Thank you so much to have you here. The book is available as an ebook and a paperback online at Amazon. The paperback has 197 pages, and you will get your copy here. Grab it right now. Thank you so much. Just one last word. I would really, really appreciate if you could leave a review, although being just a star review has nothing to do with the written text, a feedback, just a star review for the book. You will do a favor for all future readers out there. So thank you so much and see you soon. All the best. Have a delightful day.